Hi, everyone. Here's a little clip to tell you what we're all about.
You can do this. One of the most used phrases ever to motivate people to do things they never thought were possible. But what does it really mean? Does it take into consideration my disability? Does it take into consideration my finances? I've asked these questions over and over as I've grown up. The only answer I've come across that makes any sense is another question. Do I have the willpower to do this? It's not about what we struggle with. It's not about what we don't have. It's about what we do have. And we have willpower. We have love and support from friends and family. We want to see things and experience things. We are not traveling with disabilities. No, we are traveling with special abilities. So come, join us with your special abilities.
Hi, how is everyone tonight? I hope you're having a good week. I know it's early in the week, but hey, it's almost Wednesday and it's Taco Tuesday, so that's pretty cool. So I figured we might, it's getting so close to Halloween, maybe someone would come up and we can talk about some spooky stories, whether they're real or fantasy or not is fine with me. I'd be glad to hear from anyone who has any spooky stories. Hi, Diane. How are you tonight? Welcome in. You have any spooky stories, Diane? Any Halloween type stuff? I got one where I chased my husband around with an axe. No, I didn't do that. I'm just teasing. But we did. We grew up. My kids and I grew up in a neighborhood where everybody could trust everybody. There really wasn't any strangers. We all knew each other. We all helped each other out. We shoveled each other's driveway. If someone was sick, don't like spooky stories. Diane says no, she's never liked spooky stories, even as a kid. I'm not a big fan of really spooky stories, but I think they've kind of grown on me a little bit. So my kids and I grew up in a neighborhood in Saugus called the Golden Hills, and everybody knew everybody. Everybody trusted pretty much everybody. We did have a few things go on in the 70s, like all of a sudden it was like, oh, there's razor blades in the apples. Don't eat any apples that anybody gives you. Then there was the old LSD scare. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but tampered with candy. Let's see. But everybody knew everybody, so we pretty much could trust. We still went through our candy, but we could pretty much trust that there was no funny business going on. I don't think I would. In that neighborhood, I would still let my kids go if they were kids, but they're adults now. But I would still let my kids go around, but I always went with them. I dressed up and I went with them. And then we went through the candy together. And we only went to houses we knew the people really well, like kids my son would go to Boy Scouts with, Girl Scouts, my Girl Scout troop, because I was a Girl Scout leader. People who went to church with us, people that was safe, we knew really well. And we just went to them. But now it's like trunk or treat, or you can only go to a party or do anything except candy at church, things like that. But I did live in a neighborhood down here in Texas. It was a military military community where it was decommissioned, so it became, but it was still like 99% military, and the kids went around. It was fun because I gave away Play-Doh, the little things of Play-Doh, because I figured they're getting a lot of candy anyway. So I'm like, well, let's get them something, better. Oh yeah. She said, Diane says they do trunk or treat, but still the kids go around from house to house. Yeah, they do here. They go around. I live in a very small community. So yeah, I would go through bags and bags of the Play-Doh, and even the teenagers would be like, they'd go get their friends. Hey, this lady gives out Play-Doh, little things of Play-Doh. I haven't played. This is great. This is fun. And year after year, I'd get these kids for Play-Doh, and they loved it because it was different. Something other than candy, something they could mess around with. Really didn't, even if it dries in your carpet, it really, unless you have a white carpet, it doesn't stain, and it doesn't stick in your hair. Can make a mess in your laundry, but basically it's harmless, and most kids can have it. So that's what I gave. So now I'm in a new apartment. For anybody who doesn't know, I'm in a 2-family house. I have an upstairs neighbor, our friend Jason, and then we live downstairs because I'm handicapped. I have to reside on the first floor. So, but we got plenty of room. But it's on a main road, and it's in an elderly area. Like, we're right a block from the courthouse, and a little over a block from 2 churches. We're just very, very. I don't want to say quiet because it is Main Street, and there are bars around. Not that far. There's like 3. You can hear them at night. There's 3 or so bars that let out, and you can just hear the cars zooming down my road because it's a straight shot. There's still stop signs, but it's pretty much a straight shot. They go flying. So I asked Jason upstairs, I said, hey, Jay, do we get trick-or-treaters? And he says, maybe a couple, and I don't know whether to. I don't think I'm turning my light on. I think what I'll do is I'll buy more Play-Doh, and go to church with Jason, maybe. They're supposed to have a spaghetti dinner anyway. So this isn't really spooky stories. This is just how it was when I went trick-or-treating. But I miss the old days. Our neighborhood, there was a lady up on the hill. She would have a cauldron and a smoke machine and scream like a witch, and she couldn't scream for a couple of weeks after that. Now she I guess she blew her vocal cords, so I'm not sure. Hey, thank you, Sean. It's actually not much makeup, really. It's just, there's no foundation. It's just a little blush, a little bit of eyeliner, a little eyeshadow. This is actually, my lips is not a color. It's just a plumping. Here, I'm talking makeup here. It's a clear, see, it looks like milk. And it's just a plumping, not plumping. And my lips are naturally colored because I can't breathe. And mascara. And I did draw in my eyebrows a little bit because if you understand about diabetes and thyroid and MS, your eyebrows, the outer edges of your eyebrows fall out. Who knew, right? So yeah, and then there was another family down the road who they had like a haunted front yard, and I did, weird things too. We had a haunted yard where I actually buried my son in a cardboard box and then put like a almost like a ghillie suit, but not a ghillie suit. It was a mesh, almost like this actually, this kind of mesh stuff, and then put leaves over them, and sewn some fake leaves and put real leaves over them. And he would stick his arm out and grab people's legs, and then we had this bat that would come down and go right over their head. And my dog, I had a big Great Dane, and she'd be tied up, and she would howl and howl. She thought it was great. She wasn't upset that she was tied up. She wasn't upset that people were in her yard. She wanted to get off the chain and go say hi. So she was like, oh, she'd be talking like, it was hilarious. So I miss my kids being little. I miss all the hoopla. Rebecca still gets dressed up, goes to work. I think she's I don't know if I'm letting the cat out of the bag. Usually she's cat. This year she's Winnie the Pooh. When we went and took Kenny on the cruise, he dressed up as Mickey Mouse. Rebecca was Jeannie. Harold Harper was Abu, Jeannie's little friend monkey. And I was, the 50th year anniversary. I had a whole matching outfit. But scary stories, let's see. Any scary stories? Anybody got scary stories, Sean? Oh, my neighbor did have a chainsaw with no chain on it and would dress up as like Freddy Krueger or whatever and do the whole chainsaw massacre thing. It's funny, now I live in Texas and it's not far where the real chainsaw massacre really happened. So that was pretty cool, to be like, hey, let's go check out what they came up with that, so that's pretty darn funny. Spooky stories. Look, I didn't even prepare any. Let's see. I put a picture as a thumbnail. A pretty spooky guy going into the cemetery. Just look at the world today. That's very scary. Yeah, I want to tell you. I could tell you a story that's true and anti-Semitic, not on my part. That happened. I was married to a Jewish man, and we went to temple. And while we were in temple, some guy came up and tied chains around the handles of the doors, all the doors, except for one. He missed one, and put it so that if we pushed the doors, it would pull the pin of a hand grenade. And that was scary. Well, talk about real life scary. That was real life scary. But that's no joke, and it's not funny, and it's not a spooky story for Halloween. It was only because Sean was talking about the world today, and of course he's bringing me into what's going on politically, which I'm trying to stay away from. Anyway, let's see. Spooky stories. Don't know. I really should have thought of something. I thought somebody would come up and have one. Those campfire. I thought Rob would come up and tell me, because he's into Boy Scouts, and they have spooky stories that they tell about around the campfire, and there's kind of like the staple ones, the core ones that everybody, talks about. There was a Boy Scout troop, and they were sitting by the campfire, and they were just done getting ready to go into their tents, and they had a long day, and all of a sudden they heard loud footsteps in the woods, that kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not a good storyteller. Ah, darn. Really should have looked up some. See, now you got me in real life, Sean. I'm thinking of the witches in Salem being persecuted for nothing, really. It wasn't even true. They weren't witches. It was actually, did you know it was a fungus, a mold that grew on the rye that year? Here's a story. Run around the block 1,000 times. Oh, yeah. Then kick the block under your bed. You know what's a scary story? Meeting Sean for the first time. I'll tell him that story, Sean. So, me and Becky flew to Miami, and I said, please, when I get there, I've been in a wheelchair all day. I've been on the airplane all day. Let me go get freshened up before you, say, meet me. Before you meet me, because I don't know how I'm going to smell or what I'm going to look like or anything. Well, the back door to the taxi opened because they wheeled me in. It was a wheelchair accessible. Hi, John. Hi, Nancy. How are you? And you're Froggy. You see Harold's been around town. So the suitcases were literally, there was one on my lap, the one up this side, and one up that side. I swear to God, I had the camera bag was on the back of the wheelchair. Next thing I know, there's Sean and Alana are all over me, giving me hugs and kisses and saying hello. And I'm thinking I smell like pig dung, I'm just like, gee, great guys, I didn't have my hair colored. I didn't have no makeup on. I looked like helter skelter, like I had just crawled out of the grave. And they were all over me like peanut butter. It was funny. I did go and wash up. I think I did change. I'm not sure. I colored my hair, but then I never got a chance to do anything with it. So I stuffed a cap on. Then I go out and I'm sitting meeting everybody. And then that little sneaky guy over there, Sean, decides, oh, yeah, now we're going to have the Papamozo Humanitarian Awards ceremony. And here I look like who done it and ran. And I'm sitting there, and don't you know, they have been keeping it a secret from me. They awarded me one. You tried to be as sweaty as possible when you met Sean. Oh, I guess my smell didn't turn him away because, oh man. So here I am. I look like dog meat, and they got a video, and it's not mine. It's Sharon's video, so I can't. Well, I think I did ask her if I could put it up on my channel. I'll have to ask her again. Download it. And Troy had one too. I am so glad that they caught it on video, but man, do I look like I have been through the ringer a few times. That was scary. I thought I looked pretty darn scary. But then again, I never know when I'm going to look good and when I'm going to look scary. This morning, I look pretty darn scary. It's hard to be awesome. I'm sorry. You're always awesome, Sean. You like awesome sauce. We spread the awesomeness all over the place. So let's see. John and Nancy, you have any scary stories? They could be any kind of, they don't have to be like campfire or scary stories. Anything crazy happen on a cruise ship? I was in a really bad storm. Everybody got sick, including the captain. We went up one wave and down another wave, up one wave and down. It was horrible. That was in 1989. Yeah, my oldest daughter was 5 or 6, I think. That was on the big red boat. Anybody remember? Raise your hand if you remember the big red boat. That was the cruise ship that Disney used before Disney started their cruise line. Was the big red boat. I don't know if I have pictures. I know, right? I had when I set this up, and I'm thinking I got like 1,000,001 stories I can think of. The first Disney cruise ship, yeah, the big red boat. I went on that. Took my oldest daughter in 1989, 88 or 89, 89. It was I want to say Christmas. Yeah, it was Christmas. And I met a man. Wasn't the big red boat one of the Wiggles boats? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know the Wiggles that good. Ask me about Smurfs. I don't even know what Teletubbies are. So Barney, I know what Barney is. Yeah, my kids were into Barney. Yep. That's scary. Barney's scary. Any Barney stories? I love you, you love me. The first ship, that wasn't the Magic, was it? I went on the Magic. I was waiting for the Fantasy. I think it was, I went on the Magic, and the Fantasy was supposed to be its inaugural cruise, and somehow we missed out on the inaugural cruise of the Fantasy. I forget why. But yeah, that was my second cruise, was on the Magic. It was Rebecca's first cruise was the Magic. But yep. Up until then, that's all I've ever done is Disney cruises. Some people think I'm spoiled. I just save forever. They're expensive, so you got to save forever. Like half of a house. You want to buy a house, you want to go on a Disney cruise. Well, I think I'll go on a Disney cruise and hold off getting the house till later. That's scary. Let's see. Oh, I got a true story. My mom jokingly said, if you guys don't behave when I pass away, Charlie Waffles. Charlie Waffles. Sounds familiar. Should I Google it? Let me Google it. Actually, no, is he the owner of what? Oh, here's Rob. Robert! Look at, he's a Q-tip head. A skinhead. Not that kind of skinhead.
Yep. Sorry I'm late.
Can't hear you. Turn it up.
Sorry
Oh,
I'm
now
late.
I can hear you.
I was in the middle of a booking.
You did it so you'd look like a bookcase?
No, I was in the middle of a booking.
Oh, you were in the middle of a booking when I called you. I mean, coming out about killing my father's new wife. Oh, that's cute, Diane. Let's see, Charlie.
Hi, John.
Waffles.
Hi, John. It's 8:50.
You're going in and out. Put your mouth nearer to your microphone.
I have a habit of putting my hand over the mic.
Oh, he was a musical artist. Okay. Charlie Waffles, music artist. I can't play him. Friends will be friends. You're my best friend. Old friends.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Waffles was on 2.5 Men. Oh, okay. Charlie Waffles or Charles Waffles. Oh, Charlie Harper. Charlie Sheen. Oh, no. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Duh. That's right. It was Charlie Sheen. That's who Charlie Waffles was. I'm a little behind on my. I drew a blank on. I know. I watched 2.5 Men all the time, and then when Charlie Sheen went a little cuckoo under the cuckoo's nest, then I stopped watching.
Yep. And I see you have a duck in your chat.
Yes, who's in my chat?
You have a duck.
A duck, yes, and fairy dust. Hi, fairy dust. The show fairy dust. Fairy dust. Hey, Brene, what you doing, hon? So, Rob, you're in the Boy Scouts. So you must have some scary stories that you guys told at the fireside.
Oh,
Can
great.
you think of any?
You're throwing me on the spot.
What? Put you on the spot. See, look, I'm like getting closer so I can hear you. Oh, you sound like this. You sound like I can really hear you, and you sound like you're talking in a seashell.
Let me see if I can fix that.
I'm not trying to embarrass you. It's just.
No,
It's the truth.
I have a habit of putting my hand over the microphone.
Well, put it on a.
That's what I did.
Maybe it's just me. Yeah, I can't hear you. Turn the volume. Man. All right, now let's say something. Maybe it's just me. I can't hear.
Test.
No, that's a little better.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to go every Tuesday and Thursday live. I'm trying to put out at least one short a day. And I'm trying to put out a vlog or a daily vlog at least 3 times a week. But that's an ambitious schedule. So we'll see. So I'll just have to wing it like a duck. Quack, 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 quack.
Yep.
So you got any scary stories, Rob?
I can't think of any scary stories.
I know, right? When we taught Boy Scouts, and I taught Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, I was an assistant leader in the Boy Scouts for my son, and I ran my daughter's Girl Scout troop. So I was the head leader of that. I cannot think of a scary story to save my life. And we're like, they're drilled into us, like pounded into our head. I can't think of a single one. Not a single one.
I could think of a lot of we'll call it silly conversations
Oh, yeah.
that have occurred.
All right.
And one of them, it's sad but interesting upon how what happened.
Okay.
One of our leaders, his daughter, oldest one, is diabetic.
Yeah.
In that camp, to the youth, dropped a comment about diabetes
Oh, no.
versus being at camp. I was out in like left field in La La Land. Then I see that next I hear this leader go off at them. So I was about to jump on the lid, like, relax this. What's going on? Like it. And
Bye,
then once,
Diane. I hope you feel better. Sorry, Rob.
yeah. And then once I once I clued in, because normally I more easygoing.
Yeah. Wait a minute. You're
And
easygoing. I've
I'm
seen you rage traffic, road rage. You are bad.
oh thanks.
What do you think you're doing? Oh my gosh, that's scary. Don't never take a phone call from Rob while he's driving. Oh my, that's scary. Oh.
Yep. Yep.
Or walking the dog. He walks the dog and road rage walking a dog.
That's
Road rage walking your dog.
That's even worse. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to become roadkill.
I guess I have road rage too because
But
get me
anyways,
trapped in my wheelchair in a corner.
anyways,
Go ahead.
to my story. Once I heard what was going on, I'm going like, and you guys are on your own. I'm not saving on this one. Not happening. They got drilled. And
So that's a scary story.
And they well, scary enough. They got drilled pretty good.
Okay.
So if you want to call that a scary story, that's my scary story.
That's a scary man, mild mannered. Let's see. Scary story. Can't believe I cannot think of a scary story. That's crazy. I cannot think. Oh, let me think.
But Sean will know who I'm referring, or he should know, I think, who I'm referring to. There's a person by the name of Barry the Brain. It's a Maple Leaf person.
Barry the Brain.
Barry
the Brain.
The Brain.
Okay.
I think it's Sean.
Barry the Brain. Could be.
I think it's Sean. I think it's Sean.
Well, Sean's in the chat somewhere. He's working, but he'll come back and he'll see what you wrote. Or what you said, maybe. You must be listening, sort of.
Sean
I am cruising March 2025 because Rob twisted my arm.
Where and when?
Out of Galveston. That's the only reason why. Because it's so close to me, I don't have to fly anywhere like a duck. Oh, keep doing chicken noises. For Rebecca's birthday.
Sorry, I am cruising in 4 days.
I know. I'm so jealous.
I know.
Shit.
But when next September comes around, that's when the cruises really come around.
Rob, do you say Barry is make-believe? He'll reveal himself on the booze cruise. Well, you're not going to be on the booze cruise, Sean.
I think it's Sean.
You're
'Cause I
on the
think-
booze cruise in 4 days, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think Sean is secretly planning a trip to
But not now.
to America.
Yeah, not now.
You never know. No, it's not Sean.
It's not Sean.
I truly believe it's Blaine.
Blaine. It could be Blaine.
I truly believe it's Blaine.
It has to be. How many people we know going on that one? The booze cruise.
Oh, a lot.
Blaine.
No, Blaine has denied going on it.
He denied. He says he's not, but
He
he
says-
might be.
He says he's not, but I believe he is.
No, I haven't. Barry does. Have you? Rob, have you actually seen Larry?
No.
Keyword being seen.
Seen? No.
Yeah.
Heard? Yes.
Heard? Yeah.
Heard?
Seen? No.
Heard? Yes. Seen? No.
Yep. No.
Will we
Seen?
talk
No.
about? Will we talk about him right now?
No. I won't
No.
talk about Larry. Can't make me.
Not right now, because when he's ready to talk and has what he needs to take care of, he'll reach out.
Barry Dust, I didn't even know you knew Larry. How about that one? I don't think you've ever met him.
Me? No.
Larry? No, I meant Barry Dust. Renee. No, I haven't heard from Larry.
It's been about a week, maybe.
Well, Blaine and Mallory. Can I embarrass you, Rod, for 1 minute?
No, you may not.
You want to embarrass me then?
Sure.
Explain to everyone that we are friends only.
Yeah, we are.
And how long have we been friends?
About maybe a year.
No, more than a year. It was way back when I met Sean.
Or maybe more. Yeah, I don't know. I don't keep
It's
track.
been a long time.
It's been a long time. I don't keep track.
He doesn't keep track.
No. But just friends. And nothing more.
All right. I've known him since Papa Mozo's the fundraiser for Papa Mozo. Okay. Yeah, no, he's got stuff going on like he always does. I don't know when Larry has had stuff going on.
During the time when he had his shirt on or off.
I don't know. Don't know. Man's busy. Embarrass Rob, please.
Let me guess. Sean, let me guess.
The reason
Hold on a
why
second.
I got to know
Hold on a
Sean.
second. Let me guess. Who said that? And I'm not even looking at the chat. Sean.
The reason why I got to know Rob is because of the fundraisers for Helping Hands for Cruising. Because Rob bid on some of the things that I had. And every time I go on Sean's channel, there was this weird guy named Rob, or Bobby, and he would harass the ever-living snot out of Sean.
Yep.
And then he was ill and couldn't come a year ago on the cruise. So that's how I know Bobby. Yeah, they went topless. Yep. And so did Papa Mozo. Yeah, that was traumatizing. Because Papa Mozo did a lot of his live shows topless. I
Yep.
tried. They wouldn't let me get away with it. You want to see people pass out. No, I'm teasing. Yep. Nope. So, I'm, other than the cruise on the horizon and that I really haven't. I'm not. I don't know. He was going to help Becky become a TA, and then we all got busy, and then he started renovations, and really, I just kind of whatever. But anyway, Larry, like the spirit that will never go away. Listen. Are you good? Yachting. What are you doing, Rob? Are you packed?
Of course. I haven't packed since February.
I know, but you were repacking, checking, repacking, checking.
Yeah. And then booking another flight.
I didn't know you was topless on the toilet during a live. I would not be on the toilet on a live.
I don't know anything about that.
I did leave my live last week to go to the bathroom and left music playing. I had no co-host. Rob fell asleep. So, Rob, do you have your Ziploc bag all packed and ready?
Yep. It's very tiny.
Your tidy whities?
Very tiny. Smaller than Sean's, I hear.
Slingshot? Slingshots?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's the next cruise I'll be on. What's the name of that ship? Anyway, Rob, out of Galveston.
Harmony.
Ah, that's funny. The Horizon? Harmony. It's funny because Harold Harper's wife's name is Harmony Harper. We'll have to bring Harmony with us. Becky. So it will be me, Rebecca, and Rebecca's cousin. And we're going because it's Rebecca's birthday.
And maybe I might be able to twist a couple more arms.
And Rob might be there, but totally separate. Like, he said, "Oh, I'm going on a cruise in March." And Becky went, "What? A cruise in March? That's my birthday." Next thing you know, we're going on that cruise in March.
So how many more arms can I twist?
To go on that cruise in March?
To go on that cruise in March.
Yeah, who wants to go on the cruise in March out of Galveston for
Sean.
7 nights?
Yep.
7 nights, and I don't remember all the ports to call because they're funny names.
Montego, Cozumel, Cozumel.
So 3 ports to call. That's good because then
I think Montego's
is there 4? Is there 4?
I think it's just 3.
Did I look it up?
Yeah, look it up. I think Montego's in there, but I know Cozumel and Cozumel is there.
Cozumel and Cozumel.
I know they're definitely in there.
Let's see. I don't have shipmates.
You should.
I know I should download it, right? What cruise line is that? Norwegian?
Nope, it's Royal.
It's what?
Royal?
Royal. Royal Caribbean. Now I gotta remember to put the date in properly.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, departure date. Out of Galveston. Apply. And date. March of 2025. Okay.
What did I do? It doesn't like what I wrote.
March of 2020. It says no results. Yeah, let's see.
I failed. Okay.
See, that's why I should have Western Caribbean. Harmony of the Seas.
No.
Due dates. It's the 16th, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now tell me about it. Don't just view itinerary. Wow, I don't like this. It's not showing me the itinerary.
Click on you.
The summary just says leaving Galveston on board the Harmony of the Seas, March 16th through the 23rd. View itinerary. Oh, here we are.
All right. The 16th we're in
Galveston. Galveston, day 1, cruising 2 and 3, Roatan, Honduras, Puerto Costa Maya, Mexico, Cozumel, Mexico, cruising, and then back to Galveston.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. The 7-night Western Caribbean cruise.
Yeah.
And the TA for that is David McSween. And anybody who needs any information about David McSween being a TA, he's out of Canada, and I can get you all the information. Just shoot me a message, and I will, through Messenger, Facebook, or private Messenger through Twitter, or in the comments, and I will be glad to get back to you, because I don't have his contact information readily available right now.
Or just shoot me a message.
Or Rob here, who conned me into it in the first place. But I still have to get my bus first. There's a scary story. Getting my best. Oh, thank you, Fairy Dust. My ship name is Koths. Oh, cruising on the high seas.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fairy Dust. That's very nice of you. Yeah, so I've been trying to get my channel some more viewers and work on it. And, I had been really, whoop, lost Rob. I had been really.
I'm just looking something up.
Oh, okay. I had been really busy and worn out from moving and cleaning, and I don't do well when I have to move. It, I get. I'm a. That's why I want my bus, because then I take my home with me. I really don't do well moving, but I like going and traveling. But I don't like leaving my dogs and my pets behind. I do have service dogs, but when you're going a cruise ship, see, I can take them to Disney World left, right, and center, no problem. But when you start having to pay a separate fee for each port of call, and you can ask Debbie about that, Deborah Wright about that, because she's got her service dog. When you have to pay, you got to get all the shots and the up-to-date vet records within a week before you're sailing, and then you have to send all the information to each port. You got to pay each port, especially if it's a different country. You have to pay a fee at each one, and some will allow them and some don't allow them. So if you don't get clearance ahead of time, it's a pain in the butt. I used to take my seizure alert dog on the Disney cruises, and they were marvelous. But I always went to Nassau and stuff like that. I didn't go, to different countries all the time. It was like, oh well, I'm just going to the Bahamas. No big deal. They're easy to deal with. Customs easy. They pretty much treat your dog like royalty. And I think it cost me $35 to bring her. It was off into the port onto the island, and it was just for the paperwork. Some islands you have to take the pet right to a vet there, and I'm like, you get off the boat for 4 or 5 hours, and you got to run and pay $100 or so at a vet to have them check paperwork that you already sent ahead of time and paid. I don't know. It can get really sticky, and I don't like that. I don't like the whole rigmarole, the whole hassle. So yeah, so I didn't bring them on the Horizon. I probably won't bring them on the Harmony. Probably leave my bus and my pets with my son. Now that my sons are married and we can pin him down to one spot and he's not traveling, moving around, we can pin him down. And my oldest daughter couldn't pet sit neither. She lives in a not very safe area in Wisconsin. It's like trying to leave your pets in downtown Chicago or something. It's just not. They have shootings and car accidents. She's always got her head out the window, having to call 911. I'm like, I would not want to live in your neighborhood. Not at all. But it's where they live.
Mm-hmm.
And she just sent me a picture of an accident that happened right outside her house. Guy flying down the road. Oh, I think she's just showing me. She just sent me something. Oh, wow. I forgot she was. she was at a restaurant, P.F. Chang's, when an employee killed a coworker in 2022, and they had to do witness statements and all that. He got 45 years in prison. They sentenced him today. And my oldest daughter, that's a scary story. Oh, he ended up pleading guilty. Oh, okay. But yeah, they had to do witness impact statements and all that because they were in the P.F. Chang's when that happened. My oldest daughter. So that was a scary thing. She was just showing me the article. She just sent it, the article about it. Wondering what she was saying earlier. She was going to come up, but nope. So when's your next cruise? John, you're at work, did you say? John? John?
Maybe he might
Then he
be in
went to get
4
a cup
days.
of coffee.
You never know about John.
Not Sean, John.
I said John.
Oh, John and Nancy. Yeah. Something about coffee. When are we cruising next? So because I didn't get to see Rob here, meet him last year, I figured, might want to say hi, meet him, show him around our neck of the woods, that Canuck, drag that Canadian out of Canada and show him Texas. He's been wanting to see Texas. So we'll drag him around San Antonio, take him to Six Flags over Texas, the aquarium, or it's SeaWorld, and a few other things, and then drag him over to the port, because there's nothing over there. There's nothing in the Galveston area to do. So, yeah, make them stay in San Antonio for a night and then drag them around to see some sights, and then we'll all go over to the port. And
we'll have to do 2 nights.
2 nights. Because there's the Alamo, the Riverwalk, there's the Six Flags over Texas, there's SeaWorld, a bunch of other stuff. So we'll have to take you to Dick's. Did you like that restaurant?
I haven't seen the clip yet, but I'm waiting for the right time to watch it.
Dick's Last Resort. It was good. They're very sarcastic. They flip the bird. They tell you off. They tell you where you can go. They're fun. That was a lot of fun. It's very difficult to edit a lot of it, because it's like you try and edit out them flipping the bird at you and not have it look choppy or not have a big blurb, a little.
I told you the answer to that problem.
Let it fly.
You make a clip like Traveling Mike. Viewer discretion is advised. It covers everything.
Mature audience. Yeah.
And you're covered.
Please be advised. There is some bird flipping.
Don't have to say bird flipping. Just saying.
If I knew, you know how you can paste a little like cartoon on to where they bird flipping and put a chicken flopping, like flipping a bird. That would be cute if I knew how to edit well enough to insert bird over the bird. You know what I mean? Insert a chicken going over. I even have a picture of. I could get a little clip of that. But I'm not that great of an editor. Not yet. I'm getting there. I'm doing better. But not enough to be able to cut and paste little things into my videos. Not quite yet. What did that eye do to you?
I don't know. Just you mentioned about flipping the bird, and then all of a sudden my eyes start to itch.
Oh, they're itching or watering?
Both. And you mentioned about flipping them.
You're allergic to the birds. That's what it is. But the food, the steak that Jason had looked wonderful. I couldn't have that. I did cheat and have some chicken. I should have just had a vegetarian plate, but I had never been there before, and I wasn't sure what I should get and what I'd like and not like. So I'm like, should I? What should I have? It was cheating as it was, cheating on my diet. I ended up not feeling that great because I didn't follow my diet. I shouldn't even call it a diet. I hate calling it a diet. It's like my kidney disease makes me be a vegetarian. So
I just thought of a good one.
What's a good one?
You ask for the bill, and if you can have the bill, and they tell you, oh hell no. He's not in the polite format, but they use better words.
Right.
It's like, okay, great, thank you, have a good night.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah.
The bouncer guy, I think he would have grabbed you by the neck and turned you right around. That bouncer guy, it's the same guy in the beginning of my clip. When I walk up, he has a cat's claw, and I won't get into what a cat's claw is, in his wristband. And he's the bouncer, and you can tell that he meant business. He's not real big, but squirrely looking. Oh my god. Oh, the places you can go. Hi, you're new. Welcome. Everybody say hi to our new friends.
Do you know who that is?
Nice to have you here.
Lorraine?
Yes.
Do you know who that is?
No.
Yes, you do.
Well, not when they change their names all the time.
You said their name already. That's Dave.
Blaine?
That's Dave.
That's who?
Dave.
Oh, Dave. Hi, Dave. I did this big plug for you, Dave.
Well, I told him.
Oh, you told Dave. Oh, thank you.
I told him we gave him free promotion.
I gave you all kinds of free promotion. I told all about the cruise and the cruise ship, where they're going, who to contact. I did it. Live in 3D. We're live in 3D. Yep. The only thing I didn't have is your contact information to be able to drop it in the chat. And this is your first time up on my live, so I didn't even know who you were until Rob was kind enough to say who you were.
Yep. As soon as you said, places where we can go, it's like, there's Dave.
Dave here. Hi, Dave. So this is Dave McSween. And like I said, if anybody needs a TA for any kind of cruising, please look him up. When I'm done here, I will put his contact information in my description down below. And be sure to think of him first. He's got some good deals going on. And hey, if you're an American, all of his deals are in Canadian.
Well, he can also price in US dollars.
I know. I was waiting for him to say something. He must know I joke around. Do you know I joke around, Dave?
He likes to play in Canadian.
Like continuously. Here's the rule. my rule is, if I'm not picking on you, I must not like you. Because the people that I like, I pick on incessantly. Ask anybody, ask Rob, ask Sean, ask Fairy Dust, ask anybody that you meet who knows me. I pick on everyone equal, no holds barred, equal opportunity chiding. I rib and chide and pick, because life's too short not to have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's early where you are. Yep, so Dave's got some good deals all the time. Every time I see him, he's putting up something or other. All stuff that I can't do right now. Of course I do. Better fun than a stick. That's right. Exactly. See, because I'm actually really shy, and no one believes me. I'm really shy and a wallflower, and I really just don't do well. So I found that if I fool around and I pick on people and they pick on me back, and I can kind of relax and not worry about what anybody thinks of me, because it's only going to get it worse. Well, my dad was like that too. My dad was the kind of guy, it's like, if he stopped picking on you, there was something wrong and you were going to get a beating. I mean, he was shy, quiet, but his way of breaking the ice, his way of communication, his way of fitting in, his whole social being was just joking around, fooling around, playing around, picking on people and enjoying life, because life's way too short. Up until the day before he died, he was still picking on people. You ask him what's up, he'd say the ceiling. What you doing? I don't know, but you want to find out? Well, you better not want to know and find out. Are you done with that? Why? Do you want it? Yeah, just my dad was a character. He'd go on from there. I can't finish his sentences because not all of them were polite. Not a general audience kind of thing.
They are not PG.
Oh, fishing guide. Yeah, that you would have to. You'd have to have thick skin. Oh my goodness. A fishing guide up there. Yeah. Yep, you'd have to have pretty thick skin. What, Rob? I can't see you again.
No, I was trying to see if I can pull up Dave's information, but it's buried.
Yeah, you're a moderator, aren't you?
No.
No? What the hell? I mean, heck. I mean,
not on board. Let me flip to the YouTube
we
side.
went through this last time. Now, how do I do it again? I got to go on YouTube, right? And you got to say something. And then I can click on you and make you a moderator, right? Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Let's see. Fairy Dust is a moderator. Down Under Cruisers. Diane Phoenix. That's a moderator. Let's see.
Okay, so you see where I typed in hi?
Yeah, I'm just looking for something you said here.
Okay.
Okay, where? Add as a moderator. There you go. You're a moderator.
Boom.
Here we go. Done.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I had added Diane Phoenix as moderator like a million years ago when I first started. Now all of a sudden she's not a moderator. I just made her a moderator again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now if you got Dave's information, you can drop his
I
information.
I just gotta find him.
He knows how to call you and text you, but can't find your info.
Well, I know where it is. It's just I'm working off the iPad and it wants me to punch in the password for one of the sites. So
Oh,
I have to keep changing it every so often.
Apple. Rotten apple.
No, I keep changing it because I keep forgetting the damn password.
I always forget my passwords. Always.
And I'm not looking forward towards works.
So how many more days of work? Today's Tuesday, you got tomorrow, and that's it, right? Working Thursday?
Yeah.
So tomorrow and Thursday, and then that's it.
Well, then
You're out of here.
I'm out of here. The next day, I believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly.
Oh, I believe.
I believe I can't sing for shit.
I believe. I know I can.
I
Reach
believe
for the
in
sky.
magic in a young man's heart. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is me. First, we get a dog. Then we get another dog. Then we say no more dogs. And then another dog until we have all the dogs. That's me. No. My problem is I had an animal rescue and I didn't know how to stop. Like every poor little guy, I want to rescue all of them and then find a home for it. But until you find a home for it, you got the vet bill and you got to keep it and you got to take care of it, or you got to find a foster home and and I don't want another rescue. So it's hard to get the rescue out of the rescuer once you own a rescue, especially as big as one I had. It's just difficult to walk away from, even though I got, I passed it on to someone else. It's still difficult to, I can't even think of the dog pound here. It's so horrible, deplorable. It's really deplorable.
Yeah, same here.
I think I'm going to go 15 more minutes, Rob. We only have 2 people watching.
That's fine with me. I need to get sleep anyways.
You need to get to sleep then. And I can't think of a scary story.
Nope. What's that?
I didn't come prepared.
Small time. Let's see if I can hack into my Facebook account.
I believe I can fly.
Okay, I don't feel like I can't find butt just to do that.
What are you looking at now, Rob?
I was trying to see if I can get into my Facebook account, but I was going to reset it, but it's going to involve me getting off my butt to go for the phone.
Well, you know what you can do is you can send me Dave's information and I'll put it in the comments or description. I think I have his information on one of the messages you sent me.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description.
Yeah, we'll just put it in the
description. And I'm not going through our chat.
No.
Like our private chat. What you mean you?
Oh.
Because it's like through Facebook. Because
Oh.
it goes on and on and on and on.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
It's buried somewhere up there.
I think I took a screenshot. It might be in my gallery. Let me see. Because I do that with important stuff. I'll screenshot it and put it in my gallery.
Yeah.
The thing is sometimes it's so small. My daughter's address, a bunch of my friends' address. Scrolling. Ingredients for a pineapple glaze. Oh, here we are. I found it. Let's see. That's only part of it. That's the itinerary. Galveston, Harmony of the Seas. So I ain't that. Ah, here it is. My name is David with Expedia Cruises. Here it is. I have it.
Perfect.
So there we go. Expedia Cruises. I'll be able to drop it. See, it's much easier than scrolling through. I tend to do that when it's something like it's an address and all that. I'll take a screenshot and I leave it in my gallery. And then that way I can just find it way faster. So it's just me and you. There's only one person watching. It has to be you. It has to be you. It has to be you.
Maybe.
I think so.
Well, let's see.
It's just me and you and me. No matter how we toss the dice.
Must be.
Da, da, da,
Because
da.
it's still going.
We'll be together. I can see. Yeah, I must be getting tired if I'm singing.
Yep.
I don't sing anymore. I used to all the time. I don't sing anymore.
I see.
Imagine the stage fright I have, and I used to sing on stage. And I have severe stage fright. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least my breathing's better, so I can sing. So what's your plans?
Well, go to sleep, work again, make some more money.
Money. Uh-huh.
And then
Do you get, now this is kind of personal, but like you don't have to go pick up a check. It's direct deposit or something so that
correct.
when you go on your cruise, your money is like available.
Mm-hmm.
Available. So you can just dole it out wherever you need to.
Yep. But true story. But every so often, I do get a very big check from work.
Ooh. Cool.
Very big.
Paid vacation?
If I'm lucky, it'll buy me a trip down under. I'm very lucky.
That'll be good. Fingers crossed.
You know how big this check is?
Uh-uh.
1 penny.
A penny? A penny. Well, you say me get a whole dollar in the mail. Mad $1 in the mail. I'm rich now. Yay! I can get a penny candy with $1. Inflation, 10 more minutes. What we going to talk about? Oh, I got something. When you look at this, what does this remind you of?
Christmas ornaments.
Little hot air balloons. That remind you of someone? I bought those way before I met that person.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, that's way too much of a coincidence. I know, it's contagious.
Very contagious.
But look, this is barely any makeup. I didn't put much on. No foundation, nothing. It's just a little blush, little eye makeup, and like that lip plumper stuff. That's it. I go from Jabba the Hutt to looking halfway decent. In a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Little eyeliner, a little mascara, a little color in my face. I don't know. Stop sniffing your shirt. Maybe you didn't change your shirt.
Oh, it's fresh.
Making sure it's fresh.
It's fresh.
Fresh. So you're gonna eat at the steakhouse? You doing the chef's table?
Yeah.
Was there a takanaki? Tabanaki? Takanaki?
No, I was disappointed in that.
Yaki-taki?
No.
Pig and anchor?
I don't think there's a pick and anchor, but there is a blue iguana.
A what?
Blue iguana.
The blue iguana. I eat the chicken tacos on the blue iguana. It's barely any chicken. I just put tons of.
And my goal for this upcoming trip is to put on 10 pounds.
Do you lose 10 pounds so you can put 10 pounds on?
Exactly.
There you go. All that walking. No wonder why Lucky was like looking at you like, can I go home now, Dad?
Oh, I do a lot of walking.
He's going to miss you. No walkie-walkie. I couldn't see your parents trying to walk him down the road.
Oh, no. They
Drag. That wouldn't be a walk. That would be a drag. He would drag them.
They'd be dragged.
Yep.
I want to put on at least about 10 pounds.
You're going to put on 13?
No, 15.
You save your walking for Disney. I saved my electric wheelchair for Disney. Or Rebecca. She pushed Kenny around. If you've seen my video of Kenny, bringing Kenny to Disney, Rebecca pushed Kenny and I had my electric wheelchair. But yeah, I love Disney. Anytime, anywhere. I won't go to Disney in Paris right now, though. Not the price. It's the bed bugs.
Yeah, nope.
But I want to go to all the Disneys. I haven't been to Paris. I haven't been to any of China or wherever the other ones are. I haven't
Well,
been to any of the other ones. I've
speaking
only been to Disneyland and Disney World America.
speaking of
America.
speaking of Paris, if you want to go to Paris, make sure you reach out to Dave because he is planning a trip to Paris.
That's right. He's got a great deal on Paris and Disney. So when I put the contact information down below in the description, be sure to contact Dave about going. That's in 2025, right, Dave?
25.
What month?
I don't think he said.
Thought he did. I want to see Tokyo Disney the most. Yeah, I want to go to Tokyo Disney. August 2025. Oh, I thought you had it all planned out, that you had one organized, or is it just? I saw it on your page, Dave. Something about Paris. You know, hopefully by then they'll have, because they're going to get the Olympics. And you can't do the Olympics and have that big of a infestation of bed bugs and whatever else bug. It's funny, friends of mine went last year to Paris. Not yet, just started planning, looking to see if anyone else was interested. Well, it was good prices. It was good prices, but I couldn't do the Harmony of the Seas and Paris. And I'm not even sure, health-wise, in 2025, if I would be allowed to fly that far, that long on an airplane. That's kind of why I'm not going to Australia to see Sean and Alana and go on the Sydney cruise, the cruise that they're group cruise, because the plane ride. I am such a high risk for getting blood clots that kind of would be scary. Now that's a scary story. Yeah, any time that I'm sedentary too long, I risk blood clots. Every operation they have to put the leg massagers on my legs to keep my blood going up, so I don't get blood clots in my legs during operations. Yeah, high risk for everything, pretty much. No fun. I'm no fun. But good pair of compression socks and moving around, my bus should be good. Because we only plan on driving 2 hours and then a day. We're not in no hurry to get around the United States in a flash. So we'll have a destination, but no real set in stone, have to be there by.
Yep. But anyways, Lorraine, we're at the top of the hour.
Yep. And yeah, I'm in like 60 minutes north of Laredo, and Galveston's not bad. That's why Rob here is gonna fly into San Antonio and spend 2 nights here in San Antonio, and we'll show him everything here. Oh, now Ron Darrell, everybody's coming, Rob. So if you wanna.
Hey, Ron.
Oh, to go visit some fishing clients. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Galveston's a big fishing hub. Yeah, I was going to people are coming in. So hi, Rondero, how you doing? How's Rocky?
Yeah.
Yes, so we figured Rob could come and stay like at the I'm gonna forget the name of the hotel. Anyway, the Drury Inn on the Riverwalk, and then we could take him to Six Flags over Texas and to SeaWorld and the Alamo, the Riverwalk, and all that, and then we'd all go together over to the Galveston to the cruise port. And then when we get off the boat, he can either take a flight out of Galveston and go home, or he can come back over to San Antonio and fly out of San Antonio, whichever is cheaper for him. So, yeah. So we kind of got that little bit planned out. Well, I did say that I'm going to close this thing down at 8 o'clock my time because I've had a long day.
8 o'clock your time, 10 o'clock mine.
Didn't I say Ron? Did I say Ron or did I say Daryl?
Ron.
I said Ron. Ron, I said Ron. I know Daryl's your hunting buddy, huh?
But anyways, I gotta get going. I gotta get to sleep.
See you on the high seas, sir.
Yeah. Hi.
No getting high on those high seas. Stop it. Bye. See ya. Good night. Oh man, one little joke and you have to make a big deal out of it. Now you're sideways. Can't joke with that guy. Yes, Ron, I said Ron. I know who you are. I didn't forget. I'm trying to be on a more of a schedule, Ron. Like, I'm trying to do live streams Tuesday and Thursday nights. I've been dropping some shorts, a couple, at least one a day, if not more. And then I'm trying to do some vlogs. I'm trying to do at least 4 vlogs a week. And we'll see from there. I'm going to get my Patreon up and going. I have a cup of coffee. Anybody who wants to buy me a cup of coffee, I'm going to be adding it. If I didn't add it up here in the stream, I will. Let me wait for it to go by here. Buy me a cup of coffee. Yep, right there. .com/TWSA. Traveling with Special Abilities. I'll have to fix it, Rob, because I could have. I know you did. How'd that work out? Your subscribership, did it go up and did it help out any? Let me see if I can get Rob here. Could need him. Keep answering. Oh, you got burnt out. Oh, that's easy to get burnt out. I got burnt out. Well, now I made you a mod again there. Say something again, Ron. I mean, Rob. Had 17,000 hours, but just 400 subs. Well, I'm at 253, and my channel is since 2018, but I really oh, there you go. I don't know why it didn't take the first time, Rob. 2018 is when I started my channel, but because of my illnesses and everything, I really couldn't keep up. And now that I'm feeling better, hopefully I can keep up, and hopefully I can stay feeling better. Would be excellent. Really don't like being that ill, for sure. 5 operations in a year. That was in 2022. Last year, I had 5 operations in that year. The year before that, I had 3 or 4. The year before that, I had 3. I don't know, for as long as I can think of, I've had to have at least 2 or 3 operations a year. Yeah, if I don't feel well, you won't see me. If I'm not well, I will not come up live. I might still do shorts and I might do vlogs, but if I'm not well, unless you want to see me in the hospital, then I can do a live in the hospital. I actually did do a live in the hospital once. I think I did. Yeah, so I don't normally, when I'm recovering or when I had an operation, I don't do lives because no one needs to see how ill I really get. And it's not fun, not good. And I want my kids to remember me. This is also for my kids to be able to look back and show my grandkids. Oh, okay, Ron. I hope it's not a major surgery. Hope everything's okay. Well, I guess if it's not, I hate to say if it's not an emergency surgery, then it can't be really, really bad, or if it's something you have to get well enough to have the operation, then that's a big deal. I've had to recover from bad infections and sepsis just to be able to go through some of my operations. So, yeah, I just don't do well. But, who can expect to do well when they have what I have? MS is no fun. Kidney failure is no fun. Diabetes is recent, diagnosed in the last year. That's no fun. So, yeah. So I have more than that wrong with me. But it all boils down to we're here for as long as we're here. Hopefully we can be well enough, God willing, to keep us around until we're supposed to go home. And hopefully that's the way it will be. Just trying to have a good time till then. You can get rid of your ugly with the surgery. Oh, okay. That makes me think maybe skin cancer. I shouldn't laugh. Who knows? I get all kinds of weird brown things on my back. All that sun exposure. I could have skin cancer on my back. I don't think I have any on my face. It's pretty good. But my neck game isn't great. I have dark spots. No hope for your face. So no facelift, no rhino surgery, like redoing your nose. You don't need higher cheekbones. Yeah. No, well, hopefully it'll take that gray tinge out of your skin. Oh, that's not good when you look gray. No Texan should look gray with all the sun exposure we get. I do pretty good, actually. I have good skin for somebody who lives in the desert Southwest. Yeah, see? I know. You could. You could. Mine's the lights. I have pretty skin because of the lights. Are you sure? I'm not wearing much makeup. I have no foundation on. Nothing. I have a little bit of blush, a little contour, mascara, eyeliner. I drew my eyebrows in. That's it. Otherwise, I look like Jabba the Hutt, huh, Ron? You've seen the good, bad, and I've definitely looked coyote ugly a few times. Even the coyotes ran. Yep, I go from this to Jabba the Hutt and back again. That's my joke, and I'll take it to the grave. So someone was picking on Rob the other day for being on a live stream in bed, and it's like, you know how many live streams I've done in bed? All of Mike's 24/7 lives for months on end. Those times where I was in bed. Those times when, after my operations, when I was feeling well enough that me and Troy were on lives, and Troy was in bed and I was in bed. Okay, Ron. Yeah, that's spooky. That's spooky. Yeah, there's some days I just can't, with my MS, I can't get out of bed. So, who's to say someone shouldn't do a live stream in bed? It's their freaking channel, or whoever they're on, the host of that channel. If they're not happy with Rob being in bed, then they can say, hey, Rob, I'm not bringing you up because you're in bed. I don't want people lounging around on my live stream. Anybody see Kenny? Kenny slept he was in his lounge chair the whole time. Petty people, petty. Get over yourselves. Whoever that is, that cruising group who said, oh, don't do live streams. Baloney, Pucky. Or bull, Pucky. Put your wading boots on. Grow up. People need to grow up. It's not high school anymore. How old are you? If you're a cruising channel, you can't be 12. And yeah, I'm insulting you. Well, get over it. There's the door. Leave. And if you meet me on a cruise ship, go the other way. I don't want to know you. I don't need you. And whoever you are, I'm sure Rob don't need you. I know I'm not defending Rob just because, no, I just think it's petty shit. There's so many petty people. This isn't Facebook, guys. Anyway, my rant for today, anybody who sees me knows I have a rant usually at the end of my videos. So I'm usually on till I'm tired. And when I'm tired, then I say what I feel. And most of my friends who know me love me for being honest. Better than hearing a bunch of lies all the time. To know me is to know I tell the truth. And anybody who don't like it, they know where the door is. Oh, my daughter wants to know what dinner is. I'll have to tell her to bring something home. I can't text very well. Are you back? Oh, you're back. Did you hear me chew everybody out for being like that? That's ridiculous. Can you imagine? I am so bluntly honest. I belong in Texas. Yeah, so people were giving my friend there a hard time. Hey, Sita, for being on live stream sitting in his bed. Who cares? Grow up. Well, I'm glad that guy got 45 years. Sita. Should have got more. Yep. So what else is going on, Ron? Did you do a show today? I don't catch all your shows. And sometimes I'm there, but I'm not talking because I'm usually half asleep. Oh, good. Well, that's good. So what tonight's subject was supposed to be scary stories. And we've done and talked about everything but scary stories. I thought I had like a bunch of them on my top of my head before when I came up with the title. I'm like, oh, I got a ton of scary stories. You know, I couldn't think of a single one when I press go live. Like, can't think of any. No comprende. So you must be wiped out, tired. Past your bedtime. Yeah, Rob was tired. He had to go. He's got work, and then 2 more days, and then he's off on his cruise. Or one of his cruises, I should say. Oh, good. 11 for the others. That was just insane. He pled guilty, but did he have to say why he did it? Tomorrow he has to testify and say why he did it. Okay. Could that be something I talk about on a live? Can I like tell the story and all that? Would that upset Dawn, or should I? I'd like to give a lowdown on what happened and the victim side of the, what happens to the family, of someone killed senselessly like that. Oh, okay. If you want to tell your part, you can, or if you don't, and it would be too upsetting, you don't have to. But I can tell. It's in the news. It's what's going on right now. So I can do a show on it, because that would kind of fit into my genre of my podcast of true crime and all that. This is what's going on right now. The trial and the results of the trial and everything. I'll do all that tomorrow, the research and everything. Maybe that's what I'll do for Thursday. How about Thursday? Would that be good? That way, because today's Tuesday, we can talk tomorrow, and I'll write up the facts of the story and details about the trial, and then you can give your side of the story as the victims' impacts of what happens with the family of murdered victims and all that, and I can do a show on that, and get the word out about, and talk about what happens, innocently going to P.F. Chang's and having such a bad thing happen. Well, that's awesome. That would be good. Yeah. I wish he got more time. That's not enough. How old was he? I didn't look. I didn't even look to see how old the guy was. He was not very old when he did it, right? Now I'm like looking back at I got Dave's information here, and I saw the news clip that you sent me. I'll look into it tomorrow. The KIII news clip you sent me. But yeah, it happened here in Texas. In P.F. Chang's in Corpus Christi, right? And we were there all the time. Me and Rebecca were in that mall. We did mall walking every day before we'd go into school at STVT for our physician's assistants classes. We walked that mall all the time. I remember when they opened P.F. Chang's there. And that was a good restaurant, too. It goes to show. And we went to the Denny's right next door all the time to eat. Yeah, craziness. Crazy. Ron, you still there? We have 3 people watching. It's me, well, not me, Sita, which is my daughter, Vanessa, Ron, and who else? I was going to shut this down at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:24. I think I'll shut it down at 9:30, and I will add to Dave's McSween's information for all the cruising that we talked about tonight, and that trip to Disneyland Paris. He wants to find out how many people are interested in going in August of 2025 to Disney Paris, which I would love to do that. That would be awesome. But I really don't think the doctors would clear me for to fly that far. I'm not sure. like I said, I wanted to go to Australia. To be with the Down Under Cruisers for their 2025 December 2024 into January 2025 cruise from Sydney, Australia, down through, I forgot. So they would see the New Year's fireworks, and then I forget the whole itinerary. I know Sean's not up here still, I don't think. Sean, if you're up here, what was the itinerary for your cruise? For the Australia cruise? I'd like to plug that too. Well, if not, I'll just get the information and hopefully get them up here to talk about it. And then they're coming from Australia over here. They're going on a cruise out of, not sure. They're going on a booze cruise. No, I know what they're doing. They're going on the rock and roll cruise. And I think that's August or November. The rock and roll cruise that I want to do has Led Zeppelin and Aerosmith, and yeah, I want to do that. So many cruises, so little money. I have no money for any of that. Still got to get the money for my bus. So if you're enjoying this content, you want to help out, even in a little way, buy me a cup of coffee. The information's right there. It's at the bottom of the screen, scrolling by. It's buymeacupofcoffee.com at, here we go, buymeacoffee.com at TWSA. You can just send me a little cash, and any little bit will help out my channel, help me towards my bus build, help me for any future trips that I may take. Everything that I do, any traveling I do, comes out of me and my daughter's budget. I'm on disability. My daughter has some, not a great job either. And we do the best we can to bring you the best content that we are able to financially. We do it all on our own. So because of that, I started to add in different paid services or different ways that you can help out through PayPal, through Buy Me a Cup of Coffee, and pretty soon I'm going to set up a Patreon page. I have a graphic designer working on our stickers and t-shirts and hats, and we're going to have merchandise for you all, or anybody who's interested, and anybody who is handicapped or knows someone who's handicapped or has family members that are handicapped. If my information is helpful in any way or inspiring in any way, people who are homebound. I was homebound for a long time, couldn't get out, and I still watch channels, travel channels, van channels, bus channels, because they're going places and doing things I could only dream of. And to be stuck in a home or a house, or stuck in bed for a long period of time and not have any inspiration or anything to say, I can do that. I can get up. I can maybe save up a little bit of money and go out even for a cup of coffee, go out for a lunch. This makes someone's day, week. I can't tell you the impact that YouTube and being able to see people enjoy their lives when they're disabled. has done for me. I had pretty much given up and just said, look, 5 operations a year, no money, no place to go, in the middle of the desert southwest of Texas, nothing around me, an hour to the grocery store, to a decent grocery store. What do I have? What am I doing? I'm just laying here rotting away. And then I started watching what other people are doing. And I picked myself up and I found where there's a will, there's a way. And I started my YouTube channel just before COVID, or not long before COVID. And even through COVID, and I've had COVID 2 or 3 times, I think 3 times, and sepsis and operations and infections. And you get to feel like, why am I bothering? But there is a reason. There's a reason you're here. There's a reason why I'm here. There's a reason why I do these videos. There's a reason why I talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. Is because if I can reach one person, if I can inspire one person to get up and to get out and to try, then I feel I've done something good. And if I can do something good on a daily basis to inspire someone, then I'm happy to do so. And it gives me a reason to bother. And that's why I do this channel. And that's who I am deep down. I goof around, I play around, I get pissy, and I rant, and I, ride people, and it's all because I care. And to know me is to understand that I care. So I'm going a little bit over, but I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank everybody who came up and talked in the chat. I want to thank Rob for coming up on panel. He works hard. He gets up 2 o'clock in the morning, and I know that I kept him up late tonight, and he's got a vacation coming, and he needs all the rest he can get. And I appreciate you all, and I hope everybody has a good night, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good night, everybody.